Alright my friends, it's March 18, 2026. Yesterday, March 17, I had my court hearing at the court in KRYPTO District Court. We negotiate the case, the court case, because they screwed me over in the army, they kicked me out, you remember. This was in November 27, 2025. And this was the second hearing negotiation parlay at the court in KRYPTO. I cannot tell you, I will not tell you the exact details because this is an ongoing case. The negotiation in the court hearing is over for this case. And there will be a written verdict, which I don't know if I can fight or not, but the negotiation is finished and there will be a written verdict, which they will say if I am right or if I'm wrong. If I get my money, it's around 24,000 euros we are speaking about, or I don't get my money. Yeah, I was there with my lawyer, very good one, a woman, very smart, very awesome, so very thankful for a lawyer like this, because she did pretty great. And I talked the truth, I say the truth, nothing but the truth. As far God helped me, 100% truth what I talked. And the other two guys which were here were the NCC of K4 and one guy from counterintelligence from Austria. But no details about this, because there will be a verdict, and after this verdict I will tell you exactly what was going on and how they fucked me over. Alright, but now I bike to the Mach, and actually I wanted to make a victory lap in the Mach, but it's just training. Yeah, Mamanos to the Mach, my friends. It's around 13 degrees in the sun and windy. Yeah, my friends, you need to stay with us with this one. You have to endure my training routine, because JOEX family needs to stay hard, stay focused, stay trained. So watch this training video and I will tell you some important information about my life, about this case, about the army. So, ongoing case with the suing of the Republic from me. The chances are 50-50, could be 50% that I win. So it's 50-50, es könnten aber nur 50% sein. So, winning, losing, I don't know. It depends on the judge how she sees this stuff. Yeah, but I will tell you later on the consequences after they kicked me out, what I had, the losses what I had financially. But now, Mach time. And off the road. About the knife tests, I will cut down on a knife test because I'm kind of just doing knife tests if I get a blade for free. So I'm not gonna waste a lot of money on blades at the moment. This will be my spot, the fish are eaten, a green one. Yeah. Alright, but now I'll tell you a little story. The one thing is not finished yet, but I had a victory recently because I also was charged at the Staatsanwaltschaft at the regional court about some stuff I said or I didn't say, or what happened or didn't happen. The army charged me with this, sent it to the Staatsanwaltschaft, and this case, the charges were dropped. This happened 1.5 weeks ago, and this also, of course, will help me at my ongoing case. So the charges were dropped. So the highest ranking press officer who wrote a nice comment about my Corona story on X, yeah, he said this, that I was charged with this, but hey, it was dropped. Awesome. So now it goes at this ongoing case, it's around for 24,000 euro, and the consequences, of course, I lost this money at the time. I'm unemployed. I got dropped out of the militia system. Also, the defense minister, Mrs. Claudia Tanner, our Verteidigungsministerin, she personally saw this case and she dismissed me. She checked the case and she was saying, yes, they need to kick me also out of the militia service. So thank you very much, Defense Minister. You are the best. Thank you very much. And if you didn't saw the Kühlschrank challenge where they look in their fridges, Minister Tana also make this Kühlschrank challenge. It's available on Facebook. I put the link down below. It's pretty funny. And it's like Produktplatzierung. So she's make some advertising for some products in her fridge. But hey, that's no problem these days. And because it was in German a fristlose Kündigung, which means you got kicked out immediately, which means I also cannot get to my 6,100 euro, which I paid in taxes and insurance money. Usually when I finish my contract I get this money, 6,100, but I'm also not getting it because I was kicked out kind of immediately, fristlose Kündigung. So for all Austrian guys in the army, if you are in the APK Vorsorgekasse and you finish your contract, get your money out immediately. Don't leave it in the system, because if you have a problem, you're not gonna get this money. And I got informed by a guy. He said to me, after 5 years I get this money. So I need to work again in a kind of a Beamten system, Vertragsbeamten, or in a system like in the army, finish a contract and then I will get this money, but I'm not gonna go back. So I have to wait 5 years to get this money, which is a completely scandal. But this is Austria, Banana Republic. This is how we are. This is how the system works here. So they screwed me over about 6,100 as well. So, and there's still ongoing case, the Disziplinarverfahren, which means I also can charged again by the army because of some stuff I did, because the Staatsanwaltschaft dismissed everything, but the army still can charge me with something. But there are so many mistakes in these charges, so many, we call it Verfahrensfehler, errors when they make all this case, like false paragraphs, the JOEX and JOEX borough name were written wrong. I didn't have any possibility to look inside the stuff which they charged me in the army. So there were so many mistakes, so I don't think that they have any chance to get it. But the commander of the base in Austria, the Auslandseinsatzbasis, he sent everything to the next higher step at this kind of weird army system. So yeah, I can be charged, but I don't think it's gonna hurt me, because the army makes so many mistakes usually. So I'm pretty sure there's nothing coming from this side. So I'm now waiting. It could take weeks or months when I get the final verdict, the written verdict. But one thing I can tell you, they made a huge mistake when they kicked me out. The lawyer of the Finanzprokuratur, the lawyer of the Austrian army, tried to explain this in the case yesterday. So in my personal opinion, they make a big mistake when they kicked me out. They made some Verfahrensfehler here as well. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what, but I'm pretty sure this was also an error from these guys. Yeah, and there were some accusations against me yesterday, which are pretty hard, and they were not true. Some stuff were said, this is absolutely false, but I will tell you this. But not now. And there was another scandal in KFOR. It was about the Surchwürstel. So the Surchwürstel case was closed in the army. I heard they sent some people down there and they dismissed the case there. So some people can do whatever they want in the army. In Kosovo they can do whatever they want. No consequence and nothing. It was illegal what she did. The guys down there know it. Austrian guys were sent down there and they dismissed the case. Nothing happened there. and I was kicked out immediately. I can guarantee this, when I will make everything public about this case, everything. What I did wrong or not did wrong, what the army did, I will make everything public, everything. I will make 2 videos, one in German language, the other video in English language, because I want to explain everything also in German. Of course, the German speaking community, it's better for them to hear it in my words, because in the Austrian army we have some words, it's hard to translate them in English. But this will be a scandal. The media will want to hear what I have to say. And the other stuff was the corona, you know, the corona story I made. There were no evidence against me. They just made a Nebelgranate, the army made a Nebelgranate. They talked something crap about me and my sister, this is what they did. But they had no evidence against me. So the corona injections was wrong. And I have so many stuff I have to say about what's going on in this Austrian army. You will not believe the stuff I'm gonna tell you, but everything I will tell you will be 100% correct, and I can back up with evidence, of course. Alright, by now I head for a swim because it's so hot like summer. I walk upstream now about 2-3 kilometers. I try to walk up and then I swim back. So, one victory, Staatsanwaltschaft, I won. Case dropped. Second case ongoing, 50-50. Third case, I don't think they have a chance because of the mistakes they made. Yo. So the storytelling is over, but watch this awesome sports video. Watch this, you need to see it. And if you didn't subscribe to Joe Explorer, I'm not asking you a lot, but please subscribe to Joe Explorer. I will make epic videos, but I need more reach. The videos, I need more reach. So subscribe, Joe Explorer. Gracias, amigos. Vámonos for... We call it in Thailand Vai Nam. Vai Nam. Alright, I walk now upstream or run upstream 2 to 3k. There are 1, 2 trees and a blue car in Slovakia. This will be also a marker for me, I have to remember this. To speak today. I speak so a lot. Yesterday in the court I spoke over 1 hour, I think. Just blah blah blah. All the facts I have to say. Just facts. Bam bam bam. Yeah. Fischerhütten of the Moor. Weltkulturerbe, World Heritage of the Moor. The Fischerhütten. Yeah, this is like not a dead end, but I have to go over these trees here. It's kind of not so funny. Yeah, shit. Boah, this kind of hurts here. Awesome Fischerhütten of the Moor. Wow, this looks awesome. Kilometers. This is the Russian Fischerhütten with Russians intelligence, or is it Austrian intelligence? Who knows these days? Maybe they are watching me from the Fischerhütten as well. Who knows? Alright, I have now 2k, I'll walk maybe 500 meters more and then I start my descent. Alright, down there is the spot where I started 3 days ago, where I finished. I walked up 2k's up there, I finished there, and now I'm nearly exactly at the spot where I started last time, so with no further ado, vámonos! Okay, let's go! Oh shit! Fuck! Shit! Ready? Okay, fuck it. Welcome to the Sander zone. Yeah, I finished last time. Yeah. Welcome to the Sander zone. Yeah. Ja, nej grader alltså. Ja. Okej. Ja. Bitte? Okay. Was, du? Can walk here. I need to check. I don't know where I am. I have 1.7. Okay. Steep. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm here. Yeah. Blue car. Back. I'm with it. Awesome. 2.1k. 35 minutes. 2.1k. I'm ready. This was tough. I'm kind of empty. Tough swim, fast swim. Alright, I finished a swim now. The water has around 9 degrees. Was epic, cool swim, 2.1k. Right, my friend, that's it now. So, as always, have a nice day, bye. And don't eat too much surfwürstel because they are contaminated. Bye.